So Gene Simmons is known for making money from anything he can make money from. He's a rock and roll money-making machine, that Gene. Gene, the rock and roll money-making machine. I didn't even know that rhymed, but it does. And you don't really hear about Gene not making money. Like, you don't hear about the fails, do you? No. You always hear about the big scores and all of the successes, which is well-deserved because he is a smart businessman. He was on The Apprentice. Right, I know. It goes well beyond that. I know. This business venture, however, turned out a little differently. Gene bought a mansion in Las Vegas, Henderson, as a matter of fact, in May of 2021 for $8.2 million and bought the property next to it for $2.6 million so that it could all be gelled together so he could sell it as one big parcel and make some extra money, because that's what Gene does. He thinks outside of the box. He expands his mind so he can make more money. So he had videos posted of the 100 plus trees that he planted on that extra piece of neighboring property and really made the entire property unique and beautiful. Stunning. The mansion, oh my gosh, if I could live there, I would, but I don't have an extra several $100 million. Well, it wasn't several $100 million, but I don't have an extra 10 plus 1 million. I don't have that sitting in my back pocket. I don't. Gene originally listed the property for $15 million in October of 2021. So he was not there but a minute when he decided that Vegas wasn't for him or his family. The Simmons family weren't at the property much, and Vegas was just too dang hot, basically, is what they said. The price got reduced from $15 million to $13.5 million, and today it sold for $11 million, which leaves $200,000 on the profit table. But oh, no, hold on. Back it up a second. If the realtor's commission was 5%, which it could be 5%, it could be 6%, could be 8%, I don't know what it was. But let's say it was 5%. That's $550,000 of $11 million. So your $200,000 is now a negative $350,000. And that's not including all of the other fees that are included in selling a home. So this clearly was not a big win. It was a loss. But if the market keeps going down and the Simmons family wanted out, at least they didn't lose more money. So they got out at the right time for them. And that's sometimes how you have to look at things. Gene is still always looking for ways to capitalize on anything he can. And if you have the cash and want to record a song with Gene himself at the iconic Abbey Road Studios this coming July, well, you could have for around $5,500 US, but it's sold out. So you can't. You could have, when it came out, you could have said, oh, you know what? I have an extra $5,500 plus transportation to get to Abbey Road Studios in the UK. So I like, you got to like give yourself like a $10,000 pad. But that one sold out. However, there's another opportunity that Gene came up with. So for just under $6,000 for 3 days in December, it's going to be the same type of thing that is going to happen at Abbey Road Studios. However, this opportunity will happen at Jimi Hendrix's Electric Lady Studios, where Gene and Paul had their first recording session 5+ decades ago. Gene said that he will be giving away things from his private collection, and this will be right after Kiss's final shows are played at Madison Square Garden on December 1st and 2nd. So if you wanna sing a song and record it with Gene Simmons for just under $6,000 in New York City, you can do that. And I bet you any money that's going to sell out too. Because you know why? Because people just want to be with Gene Simmons. They just want to have a piece of Kiss for themselves. I hear Al burping. And you know what? That's fine. And that's where you got to say, you know what? Gene may have lost money on selling that mansion in Henderson, but he always makes out in the long run. He always turns it around. He turns that frown upside down all the time.